Hi, big wide world. Oh, I'm desperate to have this side bit shaved. I've got my beard on, look, everything. Oh, but I hope everyone's okay. It's a lovely Monday. I'm out in having one of my walks. A beautiful sunny day. Having a walk in one of the local nature reserves. Should do that. Try and get out. And just conscious. I've been away for a few days, had a few days at the coast, and there's a Vesak, which is a Buddhist festival, so that was beautiful. Some meditation and mantra work for that. But I just thought I'd put a little posting on. Do a little video because I've done one for a little while. I was focusing on we're in this transition time again, and I think it's so prevalent at the moment. Coming to the 21st, when we're supposed to be UK coming out of lockdown, they might be extending it for an extra fortnight or so. But I was aware of the movement of energies are spiralling, and I've noticed how, because we are coming to the end of being in lockdown, however long it is, next month or whatever, and it's business is starting to come up. A lot more readings wanting, and people are wanting lots more readings, and selling of my pendants, my talismans, and amulets. They seem to be increasing, or people are showing more interest as they come out. But what I was focused on is I recently had two gentlemen from France who got in touch with me. I'd done some work for them before. Lovely gentlemen. They was called Joseph and William, and I know they won't mind me saying that. They're beautiful people, and I'd done it before in the past. I've done them a talisman. I did them for a talisman for the home. Well, they had a hotel, and they got in touch a few years ago. I think it's 2.5 years ago, something like that, and said that business had gone very quiet, and they'd spoken to someone else who knew me, another medium and such, and said that the one was inquiring about could I have one to help with their finances, to help with getting people through the door and increasing such. So I went, oh yeah. So I did them a talisman, and did them two individual talismans for them, and then I did them a house talisman as well. And everything was fine, and they said it were all good. And they got in touch. They got in touch a few weeks ago saying we're no longer at the hotel with all the pandemic stuff. They've moved out of the hotel, bought a house, and doing a B&B. Would they have another one? They really know how the. As soon as they put the talisman up, very quickly it changed, and there was more people coming, and they really loved it. So I had them doing another, and I'm like, oh, it's warmed my heart to hear. I'm so happy that it turned out well for them there, and what the work I'd done had helped. I said, well, you're all right moving out. Oh yeah, they were fine. It said the right thing to do to open this B&B, and it was more personalised than that hotel. So happy with that. But I was thinking of the spiral of energy, now things are spiral as we're coming in, and for me, just as I always said, mediumship to me is an act of service. But equally, making the talismans, I make individuals, each one I make as a specific energy. And so it was the focus of, I love my work, and I love that. And to me, it's putting as much love as possible into that talisman and amulet and that work, and how love's so important, that connection of love, that connection of healing. And I was thinking of the spiral and how spirals were so important to me, and I think I'm going to put a spiral work onto the amulet they're doing, so it's been in my mind. And I was aware of, before the lockdown, when they was doing to holistic events and MBSs, there were certain ones, I'm not saying that all or most of them, there were certain ones where you went to and it's more to do with, and we're material. We are material beings, we live in a material world. The cash, you need to pay your bills, you need to ring it. And same here, I've got bills to pay, I need to earn a living at times. Well, all the time, but it seems like sometimes I earn a living, sometimes I don't. And there was a change in the atmosphere in MBSs. And I just felt that change in regards to money and such. And I was contemplating stepping away, really contemplating stepping completely away from it. And then we've had this pandemic, and we're coming back in. And I think with this energy, what's been around with it, it's not learned, it's provided the opportunity as well as other things and many negative things. It's provided us the opportunity to grow and learn the important things. And to me, with the spiral of energy, I'm hoping when we're at events, and I am doing a couple, I'm doing it, not as many as I normally do, only a few this year, and maybe a few next year, see how we go. And it's that spiral to me of the energy and love. As I come here to this lovely natural wild place, which I absolutely adore, I always do some earth work, or I send some prayers, and it's honouring the guardians of the area, the spirit of the area, guardian of the nature, each plant, each spirit, what's around, in Mother Earth herself, and sending healing, doing a little ceremony of sending healing there. And to me, it's when I come here, I get so much joy, but so much peace and harmony, and revitalised and healing when I'm here. And for me, I do that giving back. So for the next person what comes, the person after that, the person after that, that hopefully that energy grows with each person, and that love and that feeling of calm and of hope and harmony, so that this area gets infused with it. There's so many energies of earth, spirits, the spiritual energy of places which have become so dormant because for centuries we've lost that connection. You don't have that anymore, or that the religions of the time said you couldn't do that, or it was outlawed. And so I think it's reconnecting and refocusing this earth and rebringing that energy there. But equally, I feel the same with events, with MBS's holistic events. For each person what comes, it is a connection, and you make a connection to each person you come there, and it's the energy what's in there. And to me, like a spiral, you can have the MBS at the middle, or the holistic event, or whatever event it is at the middle. Each person comes, you interact, you share love, you share healing, share that energy. In the positive, it's not just taking, it's the giving, each person giving some to make the energies of that area, and interactions, and the friendships, and the camaraderie, and the healing what's given, it all comes part, and it energizes that space. And like a spiral, it's not only the building but around, to the area around it, brings the energy around and shares it with the energy. But equally, each person what comes gets a bit of that energy and love. And whether they've come from the next road, or whether it be at 40, 50 miles away they've driven, they take some of that with them and share it where they are. And in their life, from one action or 100, it gets shared. So it spirals out. And I think it's that interaction of spiraling that energy, spiraling that love, and the connection, so that there's lots of people in lots of places. I always think, yes, we can change the world, but I always think you're changing the world through your own life as well. So the area I'm in, it's sending that love. The interactions I make with people, it's sharing that love, it's sharing that connection, growing together in that, so that each one of these spirals joins together, and so it becomes a giant spiral. And so that can cover the world, that can change attitude, that can change society, but it's starting with you and your interaction, honouring the spot of the place you are now. We've all got stories from the past, taking the positives from what's happened, what's there, and moving forward with it, not letting it hold us back or stop us, and moving forward in a positive way in that spiral. Now, this is my life, and I will keep saying, I'm so honoured I get to do some things like readings, card reading. I may be focusing a lot more on that, but also my talisman, my pendants. I love the work, but also just interaction. So many friends on material, in spirit. Some people I've known, interact with you once, see you once at an event, or see you every time I go. It's that connection. I hope everyone has a good day, and remember to spiral that energy wherever you are now. Today, it's a happy Monday, because we're beginning a new week on this Monday. And so today, remember that love, remember that healing. Remember the place, honour, whether it be your garden, your house. I like nothing better than just putting a blanket out, laying on the ground. When I was really ill with COVID, I mean, parents, if you see my parents, they would tell you themselves. I was really, I did, I, yeah, I was really bad. And I seen Sensing Spirit a lot now. I did, yeah. I had that cough, I was ready for hospital and such. But what did for me making myself, the change for me is I got a blanket, went and laid outside. And my mum and dad helped me out and helped me up a couple of steps, and I laid on the garden, and I laid on the ground, and laying on the ground, and I basically handed myself over to Mother Earth and said, I'm here, there you go. So just soaked up that energy, soaked up that connection, and me, that grounding, laid there, and just connecting. I felt myself sink into Mother Earth, and it's a lovely meditation for me when I sink into Mother Earth, and it's as if I go into the ground. Or I love it shamanic work, and you can do it under a blanket, or you can set up your own little lodge or tent, and it's you with Mother Earth beneath you, surrounded by that darkness, and just it's as if it's the womb, I suppose, and it's that connectedness. But connect to where you are now. Connect to this moment. See, I go off on tangents and I go all over the place. I'm a little bit rambles, what I do. But I hope everyone has a good day. Connect to here and now, where you are. What's been has been. The positive from that, bring it. And help that positive to spiral out in your life and the lives of those around you. And let's grow in that spiral together. A lot of love to everybody, a lot of healing. I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.